do a small stream. I know I say that more often, but this time my intention is to do a short one because I also need to edit. Why is there a little bug here? Go, 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 move, 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 move. And yeah, that's far enough. So it's a bit earlier than usual, but that I have some time for editing later on. Oh, come on. Why does that bug keep on coming back? That bug is bugging me. No, I won't squash the bug because it's not needed. It's just a little fly. It doesn't harm me. So yeah, not expecting a crew today, but that's fine. Let me see my Twitch stream so I know I'm even on. Okay. Mm-hmm. There we go. I think did I fix it? Nope. My paint is probably too cold. There we go. Now it's back in the cap. That way I can reach it easily and don't have to mess up my brush that much. I have a tendency to get the paint pretty much everywhere. Oh, there is a little bit of hair. Ironically, considering where the heck does it come from? Well, it seems to be stuck in here and I'm rubbing away paint, so I'll just paint over the hair. Hopefully this is the last layer of red. Would be nice. I mean, the skin is done. And I have actually way too big sleeves for this project. Let's see. This is the mix. How about I get some more into screen? The light green is also done. So I have some pants to color, which are pretty much almost done as well. I thought I was done with the brown in this image, but image painting turns out I wasn't. But that's okay, I have paint. I can just redo it. Let's see, how's the mouth? I just want to do the top. So I'm almost done with sushi, which is nice. Oh, oh, oh. Be careful, be careful. Phew. Almost got paint on my shirt. No! Almost got paint on my shirt. I'm being very clumsy today. And the brown. And there we go. And back to rain. Strange how on rain the paint seems to be shining a lot more, while it's exactly the same paint, especially this brown. My decision to go earlier is quite last minute, so it just was better this way. Because this way I can still spend some time editing. And if I would have done it later in the evening, I would have had no time to edit today. And considering publication of my novel is kind of important, I decided there is no fixed time for my stream. I'm also never announcing it. People come or they don't. And otherwise they can just see it when it gets posted online. Okay, now carefully moving a bit from the top, because I have to work with white. Yes, probably the last time with white. Let's hope that. Why am I shaking the white? That's usually not needed, but okay. The hair is probably gonna need a few more layers. I made this blend white once. Never been able to get such a perfect consistency and opacity. But I'm glad I managed to get it. Especially Rain's skin tone is completely shiny. But I noticed that with the Xenos paint, it has a tendency to become shiny. But considering I'm gonna fill it with resin afterwards, that's okay. Then it will be all shiny, so There's a little hair on my paintbrush. Did I get it? No, I did not. Wait, there are two hairs. Yep, got it. Got it, got it, got it. Skin tone is a bit dark for rain, but I'm okay with it. Just shows more how light sushi is. There we go. Let's see. Let's do some gray first. Why do I put the paint on the lid instead of in the cup? Well, the lid is easier to clean than the cup. And I only need little bits, so this one part is pretty much done. I'm just gonna give it one extra last coat. It's okay if I go over the lines because that will get one solid color at the end. There we go. And this is probably dried out tomorrow. But if it isn't, I can reuse it. I do some extra painting off screen just because it's not interesting to see me paint every 3 stripes. Paint the blue slightly extra. And yes, it is getting chillier over here. Another reason why I go stream this early. So I still have some natural heat. This is probably gonna need an extra coat. Most good acrylics need only 2 or 3 coats. These are not good acrylics, so they sometimes need 8. The green one was so transparent, it needed 8 coats, if not more. I didn't really keep track of it. I don't know if I can stream Sunday. And considering those who will rewatch this on YouTube, you'll find out by yourself because everything is dated. Luckily, this paint can be dabbed on, which means that I can be a bit messy and it will dry up quite nicely. But yeah, sushi is almost done. think rain is about halfway. Oh, seems I need to return to the gray for a little bit. And some extra blue. Always clean up your stuff. Even if it doesn't dry up that smoothly, you just get a little bit of texture, which is nice. And in case you do hear me sniffing a lot, that's A, because it's quite cold up here, and B, I have an allergy, a dust allergy. And I've been in a place today where, well, there was a lot of dust in the wind. Did I get everything? Nope. That's the downside of those tiny bits inside. This is probably a bit I need to do one more time. I have eyes I'm gonna do last. I'm gonna get the big brush for this. This is probably gonna need 2 more coats. Okay, that was maybe a bit too big of a blob, but the paint will be good tomorrow when this is dry. Then I can do another layer. That's why I use one of those little cups. too thick. While you can dab it on, you shouldn't lay it too thick. Otherwise you get way too much texture. Okay. And mix for the eyes. And you have a little bit of paint left, so hopefully this is the last coat. I'm even holding my breath while painting. Hopefully this was the last coat for the eyes, because I don't have much paint left, so I only have it for touch-ups. Okay. Can use my special paint for Sushi's magic bottle. Have to be very careful with that. It's okay if it gets on the top, because I can wipe that off like this. And now I need a little something to move it around. Oh. Probably gonna need a second coat. And now there's a little bit of magic in her bottle. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's purplish now. So this is Sushi up close. Hopefully she's done now, so I can continue or finish the eyes actually, and then do the outside lines. And some retouching of the sides. Back is still is already done. This is Rain. Skin is at least one more coat. Hair is at least one more coat. Blue, yes, also a coat. But I think the white and the brown is done. Right. Now I'm gonna close my little jar of water, because apparently I forgot to do that, which of course isn't that terrible, but you just water evaporates. So I'm going with a paintbrush. Let's drink a bit. And I have plenty of ideas for the future, but right now I just want to continue this little thing. Because this is just a short stream. There's plenty of orange needed. So let's continue that. Ooh, it got moved. the side tape. Let's back. There we go. That's better. That's better. So maybe I can use this moment, as soon as I get these, to tell a bit more. About what? Well, my book, for example. Editing is going fine. It's the Dutch version of my 5th novel. The English version is already out. And this is expected to be released this year. Expected early December. For those who like to put it underneath the Christmas tree or another holiday. What else? What else? Well, I'm already at 1/3, which is nice. I mean, the first and the second round went terribly slow. Well, the first round went immensely slow. The second round went slow because the first round was 1 episode a day. The second round was 2 episodes a day. And the third and now final round is 5 episodes a day. With the first one, if you get a translator, they have a certain style. And usually, when you hire them, you can look for a certain style and say, this is the style I want. Well, my translator is just someone who does it because he wanted to, but that person is not an author. So, despite the best intentions, the story is sometimes formal, very formal, which means I have to edit it in less formal words. Now, and then, of course, I missed things like missing typos or missing removing something and forgetting to add something or forgetting to remove something. So that's why I always send it back to the editor, the correct translator, the second time. And now the final round. You'd think I would have had everything, but you always miss little things. Or you figure out, wait, this is a way easier or better way to describe something. It's just I can write in English and Dutch, so that I don't have, well, I do trust my translator, but I don't have to trust him blindly because I can correct it myself. For example, if someone wanted to translate my story into French, I would have no choice but to trust them. I read about un, deux, trois words of French. Same with German. Or I only speak 2 languages, Dutch and English. I can understand German better listening than reading, but I can't speak it. And I can understand reading slightly French. Listening, probably not at all. And I recently ordered something in Italian because I figured I can probably understand slight bits of that. I found out, no, not that much Italian. Sure, I can grab Google Translate and then I get the gist of it. But I had hopes because I had Latin in high school. I would understand Italian slightly. I do understand a few words. So most of the time, when it comes to a comic, especially because of the visual, I understand the story slightly. Great. Both need to go down. Great. One is pushing the other one out. Just turn it and it works. So yeah, I work on English and Dutch translations of my novel. And also learning a lot from it. So my sixth novel, English release is always before the Dutch release, is expected in early next year. Already made the cover, but the illustrations inside have yet to be made. These two are pushing each other away again. Which means they're not perfect squares. Aren't there any other projects I can do? I can start new ones. There's plenty of new ones I still want to do. I also have to clean up. And to be honest, I'm currently at editing binge because I want to release my book. And hopefully soon I can start 3D printing again. So I can paint multiple things at the same time. Yes, sometimes I use my fingers and sometimes I use tweezers. I have no rhyme or reason, or whatever you want to call it. I did a comic for the Doll Fair, the one I'm attending quite soon. They were very happy with the comic I made. Okay, why it's pushing each other up again. Okay then. And there are some ideas I have. But when I want to start that, I need some peace of mind. And I currently don't have that because editing binge. I can't even follow simple directions. There we go. Like I said, no rhyme, no reason. And I don't actually have all my lights on either. That's why we have very harsh shadows, because I only have 2 of the 4 lights on. Do you have that many lights? Yep, I do. Because I like my lights to be movable. And this place used to be very... It was... well, they said they were being therapeutic. But it was the type of therapy that hasn't been renowned and recognized by the medical world. Feel free to think of whatever you want. But there was no scientific ground for this type of therapy. And now it's an art studio, which has no science either. But at least we know it has no science. Well, there is a science behind art. I mean, you have color theory, that's a science. And art is relaxing, so that helps people get a good state of mind. So I'm gonna finish this grid, let's call it like that. So just a short stream. And when I have peace of mind again, no more editing, or at least not on the short term, right before a release, then I can do, or if I'm here a full day, then I can start the other projects I have in mind. Okay, this one's done and into the trash. Looks like candy corn now. Let's do it like this part. Why not that part? Well, because there's tape over there and I want to do those last. Next time I'm gonna do another yellow, because that's also very big. Do hope I can see all the differences in the blues. Last two. Oh, If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm very glad you are. And maybe I'll see you in a stream in the future. So this part is done. So only a 40-minute stream. I know that's very short compared to the usual 2 hours. But the paint is still very wet. So there's not much I can do. I see the red needs one more layer. The hair is not completely unified. But I think the pants are done. I see I can add one more of the magic paint. That's a very quick drying paint. Very quick quick drying and glittery paint. Just needs to get the hint of. So maybe you can see it better now. Don't think this webcam can zoom in that well, but you can see some glitters. You can easily say it looks better in real life. So, apologize for the short one, but hey, a stream is a stream. And I'll be seeing you next time. Bye bye. Oh, seems I forgot to put my ticker on. Oh well, that's something for the next one. And now, bye bye.